After President Al Bowman announced his retirement last fall, the search has been on for a replacement. Good afternoon, I'm Krista Shavers.
And I'm Whitney Wagers. We now know who the final 4 candidates for the job are. But first, TV-10's Mike O'Brien was at yesterday's meeting and has more. The candidates were announced about a half hour ago, and we now know the final 4. The first is Larry Dietz, who has served as the Vice President for Student Affairs at ISU since June of 2011. He has also served as Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs at SIU Carbondale, and he will be visiting campus on April 29th. Carla Hughes is a tenured professor, provost, and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Morehead State University. She will be on campus April 22nd. Timothy Flanagan has served as president of Framingham State University, and he will visit campus on April 26th. And the final candidate is Randy Dunn, who has been president of Murray State University since December of 2006. He has also served as state superintendent of education for the Illinois Board of Education, and he's also the brother of an ISU alumni, and he will be visiting campus April 24th.
The Bloomington-Normal Airport Authority is taking action against the Federal Aviation Administration. They filed for a judicial review in the U.S. District Court to find whether or not the organization complied with statutes. The BNAA will also be looking to take on control tower funding. The air control tower closing has been delayed to June 15th.
The Heartland Board of Trustees is preparing for hardships ahead as uncertainty continues over state funding and pensions. TV-10's Cody Sheaver is live in the studio with more on this story.
The budget challenges that many schools and local governments have had to deal with are hitting Heartland Community College hard. President Alan Goldman said after years of progress and maintained growth, the college will have tough decisions to make this year. The President Alan Goldman said the Heartland Community College will end fiscal year 2013 with a balanced budget. Reporting for TV-10, I'm Cody Sheaver. Now back to you ladies at the desk.
Lawmakers in Springfield are busy drafting a budget for consideration next month. Governor Quinn called for a 1% tax increase during the gubernatorial election of 2010. There is agreement on some cuts, but there's division over extending the temporary 1% income tax increase. The tax increase is supposed to end in 2015.
Figures are coming in for the amount of donations made for the Bloomington mayoral race. The campaigns brought in more than $100,000. Election winner Terry Renner's campaign raised $45,500. However, that figure does not include donations that were made after March 31st. The donations were much larger for this mayoral election. In 2009, both Renner and incumbent Mayor Steve Stockton raised about $30,000 each.
April is Donate Life Month, and fitting with the theme, Illinois Secretary of State is promoting organ and tissue donation in Bloomington-Normal. Jesse White joined Advocate Broman Medical Center for a memorial bench dedication and donor flag raising ceremony Tuesday. Jesse White congratulated Advocate for his commitment to donations. White is traveling across the state promoting the importance of organ and tissue donor awareness.
The Social Moves and Soapbox Series event kicked off yesterday. It was sponsored by the nonprofit organization Loudspeaker. This event gives people the opportunity to create awareness about issues they're passionate about. It also gives students a chance to connect with their community.
As an administrator to bridge the gap between the
One exciting thing I just overheard was a girl who is going to be in a class next semester that requires her to volunteer, and she was able to find an organization that she can volunteer at through this event.
I think there's a lot of benefits between bridging this gap between the Bloomington-Normal community and the ISU community.
Loudspeaker also held a social issues fair yesterday before the main event.
The Illinois State School of Art held their student annual last night. TV-10's Meredith O'Neill has the story. The student annual has been known to be the biggest showcase for the most prominent art produced at ISU since 1974.
Up next, we'll find out if this rain is going to continue.
But first, we'll find out the extent of how global climate change is affecting the Arctic. We have that and more when we return.